Hello everyone, welcome to another video in our Phobos series. Today we're going to be demonstrating how to use Phobos with akka.cluster and Microsoft's Application Insights service. So Application Insights is a service provided by Microsoft as part of Microsoft Azure, and it's a built-in telemetry, tracing, and metrics service. And today we're going to be showing specifically how to use Phobos tracing to visualize activity that's happening across multiple different parts of your application using Phobos tracing to kind of stitch everything together. Now, if you want to follow along with the code sample that I'm using, you can go ahead and clone all of our samples from this URL on screen here, and we'll go ahead and include a link to that in our description as well. And that's going to be what we use to produce all of the data you're going to see in this video. The way we work with Microsoft Application Insights and Phobos is we need to install the Application Insights NuGet package for Phobos. So that's phobos.tracing.applicationinsights. And then we want to configure our actor system using the following HOCON. So we're going to specify that the akka.actor.provider is going to be the Phobos cluster actor provider. This is what brings in all the instrumentation we're going to use to actually have our actors record both traces and metrics. So we want to set that up. And then next, in the tracing section of the Phobos HOCON block, we're going to specify that the provider is going to be equal to App Insights. This is what will cause the driver to actually load. And then we want to specify our instrumentation key. This is a value that you get from Windows Azure when you first create your Application Insights resource. And this is what we're going to go ahead and use to tell App Insights which account should we be pushing all this data towards. As we pass this directly into Microsoft's Application Insights driver. So the configuration is pretty minimal. Most of the information about how your data gets traced is either populated automatically by Phobos or by the Application Insights driver itself. So let's take a look at an Application Insights resource on Azure and see what the data produced by Phobos actually looks like for a live akka.net cluster. Okay, so I've been running my code sample in the background for about 20 minutes or so now. And what we can see is that on the default screen for our App Insights resource on Microsoft Azure, we can go ahead and see a whole bunch of server requests, about, let's say it looks like about 5,500 per minute or so, queuing up in the background, and we can see the latencies. Now, an important thing to remember about the latencies that get recorded in App Insights is this includes the amount of time it took the information to travel from your application to App Insights itself. And since I'm running on my local computer here, and App Insights is running in a data center some miles away, there's going to be a bit of a delay there. What we can go ahead and do though is let's take a look at our server requests here. This is where all of our traces are going to show up. Okay, one other thing worth noting, by the way, about data in Application Insights is that it can take up to 5 minutes from when you originally upload the data to when it actually appears in the dashboard. So I'm going to adjust our time range down to the last 30 minutes or so. There we go. All right. And then if I want, I can go ahead and say, okay, looks like the average duration for each one of these requests was about 60 milliseconds, and we've recorded about 150,000 operations so far. Well, if we want to go and view some individual traces, one of the things we can do is drill into some of the samples that we've gathered. So let's do that. All right, so we have this operation here, which has the /user/random actor involved. Let's take a look at that. All right, now here's what we can see if I scroll up to the top. So this operation begins with this actor /user/a receiving a generate ping message. And we can go ahead and take a look that the end-to-end response time is about 8 milliseconds. Again, this includes uploading the data to Application Insights. And if we go ahead and click expand here, I can see that this came from localhost 2551. If I click down to the next item, I can go ahead and see that this is the /user/random actor, and it's also running on localhost 2551. And I can see from the custom data that we recorded that this actor is of type random broadcast actor. I can see who the sender is and the message type. And then if I drill a little bit further down, I can go ahead and see that we sent a message from node 2551 to node 2552 in the subsequent request here. And then I can see that node 2552 sent a message to localhost 54458 and so forth. So you can go ahead and view all this sort of detailed information on each of the telemetries here as you drill down. However, one of the things that we have to do when we're trying to view log data in Application Insights is we have to click on View Telemetry. What this will show is for each one of these requests, we can see all of the different logs that were appended to that request here. We don't quite have as seamless an experience as we might with something like Jaeger or Zipkin, and that's just because of the way the user interface is designed. in Application Insights. We can still go and view all of the same data without having to go and change any of our instrumentation code inside our akka.net applications. Phobos does all this work for us under the covers. And so that's really the gist of using Application Insights with Phobos tracing. It does a very robust job of being able to capture large volumes of request data. It makes it really easy to search. There's powerful analytics capabilities that are also built into Application Insights if you want. And the overall sort of setup experience is really easy. You don't have to stand up any of your own infrastructure or anything else. You just go and create a Microsoft Azure account. You create an Application Insights resource and you grab the instrumentation key and you're good to go. So thanks for watching and go ahead and give it a try sometime. Thank you.